Hey everybody, welcome back. TechBilly83 here, coming to you from the generator shed with an update. So we got this thing lifted up in there and mounted, and it's up there on the 1/2-inch strut, and I managed to put it in there under the muffler, which that was the way to go. I've got some welds securing the seat channel to the strut. I don't know if you can see up in there, but yeah, quite a bit of welding in there. That's just to hold it for now. I'm got a whole bag of 1/2-inch hardware right there. I'm probably going to put some 3-inch bolts through the strut and the seat channel with some lock nuts, just to be on the safe side. I also have to put a front to back piece of strut under there between the front and the rear to kind of stabilize that axis of the gen set. That way it's not like independently rocking and rolling front and back. Got the breaker box in place. I don't know if I'm going to reuse this existing outlet enclosure here that came with it. It's got the capacitor in there. Those two zip ties right there are holding the excitation capacitor. So I may reuse that box, or I may just find another, like a 8-inch or 10-inch enclosure, a vanilla one with no openings, and then just drill a hole in the bottom there, put the fitting on the bottom of that, and then do some flexible conduit up and down and back up into that breaker box. Then we're going EMT from the breaker box right up into that panel, where we're going to have a distribution block to join into the wiring that's going back to the automatic transfer switch. So there it is. It's up in there. I gotta go blow my nose because I've been breathing in all kinds of nasty crap welding. Yeah, that came out pretty good. So got to work up a wiring harness to come out of the control box, and that's another thing I got to think about, where I'm going to mount the control box with all the safety relays and everything. Well, that's probably going to have to go in there, so that may dictate what kind of box I end up getting, because I want to say that maybe I can kind of orient this thing a little differently, kind of, oh god, like that. But I don't know, something. Man, those wires going into the side of the alternator are sure getting their work out, aren't they? I better be more careful with that. Oh well. Yeah, I gotta figure that out, figure out what kind of box is gonna go in there. If I'm gonna reuse this one, I'll have to like remount it and then figure out another way to get in and out of it easily, to service the capacitor and to put all the safety relay and all that crap in there. Maybe I can just mount it further out. I don't know, we'll figure that out. But should have said out quite a few times. So next, what's next on the list here? We got to cut a hole in the side there and then extend the muffler outside, similar to the diesel. I need to work up a fuel line. I'm not happy with the rubber fuel line or that PVC thing. I'm trying to think of how I'm going to do that. I've got that barb fitting in the carburetor. I've also got like a 3/8 threaded thing in the carburetor, so I got to figure out if I want to try to do like a flared pipe, put like a flared fitting on the carburetor itself, and then like a union, and then a flared 90, some sort of metallic pipe, either copper or something else, because I'm just not thrilled about the hot exhaust, being right next to that rubber hose where the propane is. I don't know, just something about that kind of bugs me. And I actually got to bust out, NFPA and find out like what the regulation is for like routing the propane hose and what kind of hose it has to be in here. If it's got to be actual like you know, rubber hose, or if it needs to be metallic, you know, like a metallic flex, or iron pipe. I got to figure that out for sure, so that you know, we don't have any problems. But yeah, that's that. So we got to figure out. I mean, the exhaust is simple. We just blow a hole through the side of the container there, and away we go. Probably just use some EMT conduit, and I don't know if I'm going to weld it on the muffler there, or if I'm going to do like an EMT coupler and cheat. So I got to find out what the OD of that fitting is on the end of the muffler there. It's probably inch or inch and a quarter, and then you know, go from there. Exhaust, fuel delivery, all the electrical, get everything up in there, get all that tidied up, get that stupid rat's nest taken care of properly. Go through and make sure all these bolts and everything are good and tight in here. Probably drill some holes in the end of the threaded rod and put some pins through there to act as a fail-safe in case you know, the lock washer and the nylon lock nut both fail and start drifting, and then it goes downward from vibration. It'll hopefully hit that pin or maybe a snap ring or something in there, and then stop before we have a catastrophe on our hands. Yeah, so it's in there. I mean, there's the diesel, and still got the flame retardant blanket on there from the welding, but it's under there. And we got the propane job in and up. So it's a good day. Well, it's a good evening, I should say. It's probably like 9 o'clock at night, I think. I just got my alert on the phone not long ago from Home Assistant that the sun was setting. So I think that's it. Short little update. I don't know what the lighting's doing here, but you know, hope you enjoyed it, and like, share, and subscribe, and all that happy stuff, and we'll catch you next time. Later.